Hello, my name is Tatiana. I received a kidney from a living donor, and she was actually my mom's acquaintance that I've never met before. So my kidney transplant was in 2013 November. I started noticing something on my 40s. That's when I kind of figured out there was something wrong with me. Even though when on my teenage years, my doctor said that I was eliminating protein through my urine, I only had like a special diet. I had to kind of keep an eye on that. But then on my 40s, when I started having a lot of headaches, I went to see actually a cardiologist I was worried about my heart, and actually my heart was fine. But then she saw my cholesterol after labs and stuff. So like, there's something weird here. So I explained her because it was very high. My cholesterol was high. And then I explained to her about the protein, how I was eliminating. And she was like, oh, I need you to see a nephrologist. And that's when I saw it. And then right away he said, oh yeah, you're definitely having kidney failure. So I started losing a lot of weight, but I didn't really have any other side effects. I was having normal life. So then I moved to Florida right after that. And when I saw a nephrologist there, then he said, okay, you have 10% of your kidney. Like yesterday, you have to be on a waiting list for a donation for a transplant, and you have to start dialysis. So I started dialysis on 2013, January. I had actually the PD dialysis, so I had to do a surgery so I could do my own dialysis at home while I was sleeping. I had my own machine, and I was trained for almost 2 months to know how to do it. And I didn't want my husband to help. I wanted to do it by myself. And actually, I was very thankful for that too. So my doctor just told me to be on a transplant list, but then my mom, out of nowhere, said that she had someone that would like to donate her kidney to me. And that's when actually, for me, it was a total miracle, because I didn't know the person. It was an acquaintance of my mom when my mom called her just to know about her daughter, because she had some kind of flu. And then Cleo, like out of the blues, she just said, all right, so I will be her donor and it will be a success. That's how it was. And I didn't want to accept because I knew she had family, and I couldn't even believe it. I was like, I'm not taking anybody. I didn't know she was on a list for a living donor, the living donor list. I didn't even know that exists. And it's like, if something happens to her, like, I would never forgive myself. So anyway, she said, if she's not going to be for her, I'm going to give it to someone else. I'd rather give my kidney to someone that I know. So we did all the tests, and I was like, okay, for the chances for her to be a match. And she was a match, and it was a success. So I just mentioned what happened to my family. Is basically I have a small family here in Florida. So it was my mom, my husband's, and my kids. I feel that for Cleo, it was a harder part. She's the living donor, and she will be the one who had to reach out to her family. But she said it was a mission for her. She really wanted to do that. That's why she was on the list. For me, she's my angel. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And the whole system supporting us both, it was amazing. And she had a whole team of people supporting her in the hospital too. So we're both very thankful for everything that happened, because she said it had to be done. And for her, it was her mission, as I said. So I'm very thankful again. The day of the transplant, I was actually very excited. When I went to the hospital in the morning, it was very early. We both, we are the same age, Cleo and I, and our husbands were with us the whole time, of course. And then my kids came up later. And I had that peaceful feeling, but even though I was just very calm, I don't know, it felt right. And I was very excited that I was gonna get a new life. I wasn't worried about it. I was totally trusting on my doctors, on everything. I knew everything would be fine. I was very happy, actually. Sometimes people think that I'm crazy. I'm not scared of hospitals, thank God. I know it can be an issue for a lot of people, but I was very excited. So after the surgery, I was still very excited. I really wanted to just start my new life right away, and I was actually surprised that I was able to. The doctor wanted me to move, to kind of start walking right away, not being laying down in bed the whole time. So that kind of like caught me. I had no clue, so I was very excited about that. Even though I had some pain on my right leg, so I always had to move. That's a tip when you're in your bed. I remember trying to leave like the bed on my right side, and that was terrible. So always go to the other side where your kidney is not, so that way it doesn't hurt that much. But yeah, my birthday was actually in the hospital, so we celebrated there. The nurses, it was amazing. I had a just good time there, especially when you know that everything is going fine. I think your mind helps a lot. Thinking that everything will be fine, just putting good vibes out there so you know everything will turn out the way you want it to. Of course, there's complications. There's people that might have issues. I cannot say the same. It was a process. I was taking all the medicine that I had, but I was following all the rules, everything that the doctors was asking me. Walking and like doing your exercise. I remember when for the first time I took around my floor, and I have a video of my mom. She was taping it. Yeah, I was freaking happy. So it hurts for a little bit, but it doesn't. You're so happy that you have a new life that I take anything. I will do that in a second again. So after dialysis, it was so much different. With dialysis, I was hooked to the machine, so I couldn't go anywhere. Basically, there was no way I could go for a trip because I know some people does, but I didn't. For a year, I was hooked on the machine. I didn't go anywhere. You cannot skip, so every night I have to be hooked. So after that, and right after the transplant, my life changed completely. My diet, of course, you have to be keep being healthy because you want to have a healthy lifestyle so you can keep going. But I would say that's for everyone, right? So yeah, it was a different, like 100%, 1000% better. No question about it. So my kidney transplant was in November 2013, close to Thanksgiving. And I'm so freaking thankful. God just gave me a second chance in life. It's just a miracle that I'm here. The way it happened, a person to be a match coming from nowhere that had no clue. Yeah. So Cleo and I, we live 20 minutes away. So before COVID, we used to see each other at least once a month. We try to get together for coffee, for dinner. Our husbands, we try to have a dinner with them. We became soul sisters, that's for sure. She's my soul sister. I'm the only child, so she's my sister. So with what happened to me, knowing that there's living donor list out there, and something like that happened to me with someone that I didn't know that was willing to give out a kidney. If you ever consider that, you can change so many lives. I have a friend that also, she donated a kidney to her cousin. It just put me in awe that I had no clue that you could do that. And just think of how many people you can change their lives. Like my life, I don't know if I would be here, that's for sure. I had 10% kidney function. And she was there willing to donate. She was on a list and she wanted to do that. So I'm very thankful to all of you that are on the list donating a kidney to someone that is dying. That's for sure. If you need a kidney, hang in there. Take care of yourself. Follow everything that the doctor said. Take your medicine. Do your dialysis. Have faith. Have hope. Because there's good people out there. There's amazing doctors. And you can save your own life. Never, ever give up. That's for sure. Cleo, my soul sister, my angel. I know you don't like when I say angel. You are my angel. I love you so much. And I'm very, very, and always be thankful for everything you've done for me. Love you.